Hey guys, and welcome back to season 20 of AOR. It's round 14 this time, I believe. So, as you can see, Belgium, Monza, and it's very overcast so far. As you can see, it's a little bit worrying because I think it is going to rain towards the end of this qualifying session. Obviously, I'm recording this after, so I know it's going to rain in qualifying. That's also why I'm out so quickly. As you can see up in the top right corners, the qualifying's just started. And obviously that means that this is my first run and I'm not going to improve because it started raining on track towards the end, unfortunately. And this is not, obviously it's my first run, and I think I last did practice like 2 or 3 days ago, so the track is not that fresh in my memory. So unfortunately it's not, as you can guess, probably going to be the best position we're going to start in, but we're going to try and do as well as I possibly can. As you can see, who's that going slow is that Haas up ahead. We are quite a lot of drivers in this time. It's KC. I think we are like 18 people or something, so obviously I prefer it when there's only 11 drivers, so Riley just has to disconnect and then I get points, but obviously it's not going to be like that this time, unfortunately. So hopefully something else can happen that will put me in the points paying position. As you can see, I just struggle through that middle sector a little bit here as we now go into, well, I don't even know the corners of this section, but obviously onto this long straight with Blanchimont into the bus stop, but just going to be on a straight for a long time. Obviously I have been scoring points the last 2 races. I think as Callum just put in a decent lap so far, but Belgium, for some reason, it's just never gelled really well for me. Obviously I like to drive it, but it's just never been super fast here. As Bixie up there improves as we're gonna go towards the line. As you can see already in top left corner, we're not gonna be in the 42s, and it's gonna be a 44 dead, which is gonna put me, I think it's gonna put me P16 in the race. Well, it was actually P14 though. We had to do a second start because Casey and Jamie disconnected. So on the mediums here, outside the top 10, obviously try and go long and then onto the softs. We get a decent start trying to go cautiously up the inside. Just braked a little bit too early, unfortunately. As I think it was that Casey on my inside trying to pressure me a little bit, but I made it out alive. As we're now behind the Walking Ted, which I guess is a new reserve driver, Obviously a pun on the Walking Dead, I suppose. As we go up Erouge here, ERS, everything on so we can try and slipstream some people, but it doesn't look like I'm getting that much traction. I just didn't feel that fast on the straights. As you can see, I'm not really gaining. I just braked a little bit too early, just trying to gauge it okay. As we got Giant go up ahead with someone up ahead, and he spun and he's, oh my goodness, that's my front wing gun. Is that MK47 as well, who's off and oh, I nearly spun there, so I'm gonna have to come into the pits, unfortunately. That's pretty annoying. That's fucked my strategy up quite a lot. As you can see, pitted for the hard tires, obviously. Then the safety car actually came out on my way back to the pits, but obviously there's no point of me showing you that. And I'm out on the hard tires behind Ariolo in 16th, so I've lost a few places by that, but that's because a lot of people have pitted, some will stay out, so strategy is still pretty open. As now we come later on to lap 4 on Giant, obviously he made a mistake, I think, and didn't change his tire, so he pitted onto the soft, so he goes straight through on me there, and I'm down into P17, so it's not looking too good, but as long as I can stay on track with these hards, I should still have a chance. As now we've got, who's that, MK, who just goes very deep into bus stops, way too deep. We are obviously going to try our best to keep that position, because that was a big dive, and we're just scrabbling along, touching a little bit there, but I managed to, I think, keep him behind. I don't know if he's going to go deep into the source here. I think he's going to try and hold around the outside or maybe do a switchback, but it doesn't really manage to do that. As now Scotty, I think, has some damage or something, and he's going slowly as we are going Paris and Ocon here side by side. And indeed, it was Paris and Ocon. I don't actually know if it was me or him who did that, but that sort of put my race in quite a bad position because it's knocked my front left into a light green and my right into an orange, obviously on my front wing. So yeah, it's not looking great. I'm probably going to have to pit again as we've got MK who's just going up ghosting. What's that all about? He went off track. Maybe he ghosted on his own screen and not on, on my screen and not on his. I don't know what's going on there. We still got Scotty behind me, obviously. He might have wing damage, obviously, but now I have wing damage as well, so he's probably going to be faster. He's going to try and go up the inside here, actually, into No Name on the outside. I don't know if it's actually going to be able to hold that. I think we touched that a little bit. I'm not actually too sure. I didn't really see him, as I'm just going to have to let him go through here into Pujon, because as you can see, I'm just going super wide. My front is completely gone, and now, MK, he's just ghosting. I don't really know what that's about. because he doesn't seem to disconnect it. And I just decided to spare you of all the pain of watching me drive around by myself towards the end. Obviously, I had a little battle with Ariolo, but I fucked it with the penalties, unfortunately. And I don't even show up on the screen. What did I get? P16. I got some wing damage because my pad is broken, I keep saying, so it just also steered me into the wall. So it broke my front left, and I had to pit again for soft. So besides that, I probably could have got P. Obviously things went wrong for me in this race for sure, but had things gone differently, I could probably got 14 at best. Without the first incident, and obviously without the first incident on the first lap, maybe up like 11 or 12, but I don't really know, to be honest. But hopefully next time, in like a long time, I think it's like 3rd of January maybe, I'm not actually too sure. We're going to be at Monza, which hopefully, obviously Callum's going to win that race, probably, as he usually does. I actually got P6, Giant, and as you can see here, Giant and Callum got P5 and P6, so that's pretty impressive, because Callum went from lap 1 to the end on his hard, so that's pretty impressive. Obviously, congratulations to Jamie, who surely must have that title wrapped up soon. But obviously, if you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, anything. It's really appreciated, and I'll see you guys next time.